Good morning, friends. You can see that the sun is getting ready to come up, so it's bright and early. I've already been up getting laundry done, and we are going to go make some breakfast. So welcome back, everybody. What a way to start the morning, right? It's good. We got to get stuff done. So this is what we are doing. I came outside to show you that it is a beautiful sunrise. I often don't get to see the sun coming up, so I just wanted to share that with you guys this morning. And there goes a car. So somebody's got to go to work or do something this morning. All right, so I think we're gonna go in and maybe make I'm thinking about an orange bread or a tangerine bread or something like that this morning. So let's go in and see what we can get in trouble with today. All right, friends, so I have decided that we are gonna do like an apple yeasty kind of bread. I was gonna do an orange bread, but yeah, I have some organic apples. See, it says organic in really small letters. These are Honeycrisp apples. Oh, there's the little sign there. So I have some apples. We need to go ahead and use them. I probably need to make an apple pie too today because, like I said, there are so many apples that I really need to start using them, and I just haven't this week. So, and I'm also trying to be kind of quiet because my little Luna and my fiance are sleeping, so, and Snuggy Smalls. So all right, so here we go with this recipe. So what you're gonna need is let's just start with the water and the yeast and the sugar, so we can start to let that kind of like congeal and start doing its thing, so we can put it into the bread mixture. This is not a quick bread, I will tell you that. So all right, so you're gonna need 2 1/4 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Here's what we're gonna be using. I actually usually use this on my plants, but I'm like, yeah, it's open, let's start using that too. 1/4 cup of water. Which I thought it was like 2 cups of water, but I must be thinking about a different recipe. But I'm gonna use it for something else, so. All right. And we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I like to stir it up. Remember, that's kind of like lukewarm water, so, you know, like a little bit warm, more warmer than cold, so that the yeast can start to get activated. Alright, so we're gonna let that rest for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, we can put our other ingredients into our mixer. Alright, we need 2 3/4 cup of flour. That is the flour we're using. Okay, we need 1/3 cup of milk. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the vegan organic coconut milk. Okay, I know it's 2 eggs. And you need 1/4 cup of unsalted butter. We're gonna go ahead and use the Land O'Lakes unsalted butter. It needs to be softened, so I'm just gonna put it in the microwave and soften it really quickly. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start peeling my apples. Okay, and you want to kind of just like chunk them or thin slice them. And at first you're gonna start off with 1 apple. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add our butter now. Right, and as you can see, our yeast is like foaming up. That is definitely what you want to see. And now we're gonna mix this up. Oh, you can add a little vanilla, or I think for me today, I'm gonna add some almond extract. I think that would give it a nice kind of like holiday flavor. I always like those holiday flavors, so I'm gonna get some almond extract. All right, so I must be out of almond extract. I'm gonna have to get some more. So we're gonna go with vanilla. But you could use almond if you wanted. All right, and we're just gonna mix it up. So now here comes the long part of this process. So there's what my mix looks like. It's a very tacky type of mix. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a towel over the top of this, put this in a warm place, and I'm gonna let it rise for at least 30 minutes, if not a little bit longer, maybe even up to an hour. This is where your, you know, patience is virtue, right? Isn't that what they say? So now we get to wait for like at least 30 minutes to an hour. So I'll come back and bring you guys back once this dough has risen, and then I'll have the kitchen cleaned up some. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our filling, because what this is, while there is apples in the bread itself, we're gonna make another filling. It's gonna be like a cinnamon roll type filling. And basically we're gonna do some cinnamon, little bit of clove, and then we're gonna take another apple, we're gonna dice it up, some sugar, and then I'm gonna roll the dough out, which gets super tacky. That's the only part I don't like, but you gotta put a lot of flour down. And then we're gonna roll it out, and then we're gonna cut it up, and it's almost gonna be probably kind of like maybe kind of similar to what like monkey bread is. You could like roll it into little balls or do something like that, or you could just bake it like this. But we gotta get that cinnamon and stuff in the bread itself, so I will bring you guys back for that. All right, friends, so while the bread is rising, I've cleaned up the space, and I have gone ahead and melted more butter. So you need 1/4 cups of unsalted butter, which that's what that is. You need 1/4 cup of sugar. So we have our sugar. I'm actually gonna do quite a bit less. You're gonna need 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Just shaking it and putting it in there. And then we are going to need 1 apple diced into small little chunks. Alright, so as you can see, I've made them into nice little chunks. You can make them smaller if you want. You're just gonna put them in, and then when this is done, you're just gonna stir it up, and then we're gonna add it into the bread once the bread finishes rising, and I will walk you through that. You are gonna need a loaf pan, and you're gonna need to spray that loaf pan. I've just sprayed it with olive oil because it's fine for us. So all right, and I will bring you guys back as soon as that bread is ready to start the process. All right, friends, so we have the second rise the first rise on the bread. And so here is the mixture that I made with the apples and butter and all that. So what I'm gonna do is I decided I'm not gonna roll this out. I'm just gonna make little circle pads. This is really sticky, so just do the best you can and just line the bottom of the pan. All right, so now I have the pan pretty much lined in these little pull apart pieces. I'm gonna take the filling, and I'm just gonna spread this all over the bottom of that. that it gets that kind of ooey gooey feel to it. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off the top. Right, now I'm going to take it back outside for another about 30 minutes to an hour, and it's going to do its second rise. And then after that, what I'm going to do is you put it in the oven, turn your oven on to 350, and you're going to cook this for 40 to 45 minutes uncovered. So it's not a hard recipe, it's just a time-consuming recipe. So I probably won't bring you guys back for that second rise, but it should kind of fill the pan up really nicely. And then, like I said, turn the oven on to 350 for about 40 minutes cook time, and I will bring you guys back and show you the final product. But I also want to show you, my hands are sticky, I forgot to show you before. Look, we're getting some long beans in. So I'm gonna do some Korean pickling with those, because that's one of my favorites. I like that, and those will last for quite some time. So there's more coming in. They just kind of start to come in sporadically, but that is the first of our harvest for our long beans, so I'm excited about that. All right, friends, so I have taken the bread out. You can see, here's what it looks like. I like that it has like the cinnamon. You can see the cinnamon just like oozing through it. It's still super nice, super warm. And so I just made a little bit of powdered sugar icing, where you just kind of take some powdered sugar, add a little bit of water, and then you can just kind of drizzle it over the top. I have the dishwasher going in case you hear that noise, because I'm always cooking and always cleaning, so. Alright, so there it is with the icing. Alright, so we will cut into it. So it's super steamy. You can see the steam coming off of it still. Alright, let's give it a try. Very good, very yeasty. Super sweet. Not overly sweet because I cut the sugar back, but it tastes like a nice apple bread. Hindsight, I would have added some raisins, but it's delicious. Nice and yummy. So here you go. Beautiful, nice piece of bread. The frosting is actually really nice because it actually kind of like sweetens it up, since I didn't put a lot of sugar in it, like outside of what you saw me do. So yeah, it's good. So there you go. That's how you can use up some apples, and people will love it. They'll enjoy having a nice little sweet treat. But yeah, so I gotta get out, get in the garden, get doing stuff. I gotta finish cleaning. I've got laundry going. It's just one of those days where you just got a lot on your plate and you gotta get stuff done. So, all right, everyone, until next time, love one another, be kind, and I will see you guys in my next video.